Welcome everyone, I'm Peter Myers.
My name's Tim Tolliver.
And we're from DDJ Myers, and we are excited to be talking to you about our Virtual Emerging Leaders Program, our Innovation Award submission for 2021. The goal of this program, the goal of all of our programs, is to develop the next generation of leadership, to provide them the tools, the community, the structure, so that they can fulfill on their potential, furthering your organization's, your credit union's cause. That's what we're about. This program, the Emerging Leaders Program, historically was sold out and only offered a couple of times a year. But last year, we had to completely restructure it because we couldn't meet in person. We couldn't do that. And we didn't want to deliver the same content 3 days, 3 times a year over Zoom. That would be terrible. So what we did, completely restructured it. And what we're looking at is we're leveraging the asynchronous and synchronous ways to learn and engage with content. It's a longitudinal program delivered over a 9-month period where we're engaging your talent, your mid-level talent, to rise to the occasion to fulfill on strategic priorities inside of their organizations. A little bit about DDJ Myers. You likely know us as an executive search provider or a company that develops the executives and works on executive succession planning. We also do board development and governance work. We deliver longitudinal strategy development and deployment programs. This all is to say that we've been working with executives, we work in boards for a long time. And what we've heard countless times, I don't know how many times you've heard it,
We
Tim.
hear it all the time.
All the time is, I wish I learned this 20 years ago. So that notion of, if I had the tools, if I had the structure, if I had the disposition and the learning orientation 20 years ago, might things have been different for me, for my organization, for my team? And so that was the impetus. That sentiment is what had us develop our Emerging Leaders Program. And so we get to deliver customized in-house programs inside of organizations to further those credit unions' strategic priorities. But this is where the virtual emerging leaders came in because we couldn't do it last year. And so it's a virtual aspect of this program really allowed us the opportunity to scale it in a different kind of way versus just this credit union or this credit union. We're able to open it up and offer it to those credit unions that couldn't afford, or the individuals that didn't have the particular budgets, travel budgets, conference budgets, learning budgets. So we're able, as part of our inclusion efforts, to offer it for a wider range. It was a sold-out program last year, and it was a lot of fun. A lot of great learning occurred for that program. We're going to talk a little bit about what it looked like.
Well, you know, Peter, they say that a picture's worth 1,000 words. So rather than me talk to you about the Emerging Leaders Program, our team came up with this infographic that I think does a much better job. And you can see here that the path to becoming a leader, or the path to success, is not a straight line up and to the right. The road's full of twists, it's full of turns. There's times when the trail gets muddy. I can't quite see where I am. I think I'm lost. These are the experiences that require a guide, and these are the experiences that draw out of the individual what it really takes to become a leader. And it's those people that are really committed that make it to the top and then go beyond that. They get to the top, they see the next horizon, and they are now trained, they're now prepared, they're now equipped to navigate their way to that next horizon and beyond. So as Peter said, 2020 was an interesting year for a lot of us. So inside of the restructuring of the program, we decided to use an overused word, pivot, and leverage the collective and the shared aspects of the program to get the most juice out of the learning for individuals that are be applicable, not just inside their individual learning, but for the organization. And the strategic project is one of the hallmarks of our program, where leaders have a sanctioned exploration of their leadership potential in a way that meets real needs for their organization.
They learn the skills and they sink their teeth into a strategic project.
That's right.
It's really exciting. And if there's anything worth doing, you should measure it, right? Pre and post. Did it have an impact? And so, as part of the innovation, as part of our completely restructuring this Emerging Leaders Program, we customize a Leadership 360 assessment from ones that we use from executives, we use from boards, etc., for CEO readiness. We customize it for the emerging leader in this program. We measure them in the beginning of the program and then 7 months later at the end of this program. And the results are astonishing. These are pretend you're emerging leaders that after 6-7 months, you would be able to positively shift your assessment of their ability to bring innovative ideas, understand the organization's goals, focus their efforts on strategic impact, addressing root causes, bringing well-constructed ideas to the table. There's nothing worse than having a great idea and a mid-level talent that doesn't know how to structure it, doesn't know how to present it, and it doesn't know how to flourish it. So these are the results of the pre and the post and the delta of their bosses, their peers, their subordinates, their functional domain counterparts, etc. All of them are saying these emerging leaders as an aggregate moved the proverbial leadership needle. And that's really exciting. That's what we're about.
You know, we restructured the program because fundamentally as an organization, we believe that the long-term strategic opportunity for growth and development lies with the mid-level talent becoming the protagonists, the champions, the initiators of change within your organization.
And it's our job to provide that opportunity for them. It's your job to also provide that opportunity for them. And we thank you for your time here to listen about our Virtual Emerging Leaders program. Hopefully you can tell that we're excited about it, as we hope you are too. So we'll see you soon, NAFQ and NAFQ audience. Take care.
Thanks, everyone.